fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I am super excited for this video because I'm going to be doing 2 different looks using all of my cool toned makeup favorites. Recently I did a video kind of just discussing my top picks in a bunch of different categories for warm toned makeup and then also cool toned makeup. So today I just wanted to go ahead and put all the cool tone ones in action and show you 2 different looks that you can do with the Sydney Grace Enduring Love palette, and then also just went ahead and did blush, highlighter, and lips. For those of y'all who want to see more tutorial content not focused on the super new, this video is definitely for you. So if you want to see how I got this look and then also how I got just a very like soft, rosy pop of pink kind of look as well, then let's go ahead and jump on in. For this first look, I think I want to do something like a very like rosy pink out of the Enduring Love palette. So I'm going to stick mostly to the top row. I think I'm going to start off with the shade Juliet right here. And I'm just going to throw that through my crease pretty generously. Starting off a little lower down and then bringing whatever's left over up. Just adding a little bit more. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here called Darcy, and I'm just going to push that directly into my crease, keeping it a bit lower down. I'm also just going to go ahead and run Darcy along the entire lower lash line. And then I'm going to go in with Juliet, that first shade, with the same brush and just kind of blend a little bit underneath. So I think I want to add just a little bit more depth to this look, so I'm going to go ahead and take this deep brown right here called Robert, and I'm just going to place that right in the outer V. So now I'm going to go ahead and dip into the shade Romeo, that lightest shade, and I'm going to start that off on my inner corner. Just kind of using it pretty lightly, just blending it in. Then I'm picking up some more Romeo on a flat shader brush, and this time around I'm going to spray it just to make it a little bit more intense. And I'm going to use that on the front of my lid. The inner half, I would say. I like to go in with it wet and then go in with a layer dry, because it kind of makes it like that much more intense, since it is like just a very soft satin. I'm trying to make it pretty opaque. Right, now I'm going to go into the shade Elizabeth just to add a little extra pop of pink. I'm going to throw it on the outer V, just going in with a tiny little bit, starting on the outer V and then blending that inwards into the light pink. And honestly, you could make this as intense as you wanted. You could go in with more and let the Elizabeth shade be more of a moment. Or you could kind of do what I'm doing and just kind of keep it on the outer V and just like as a pop of color. Maybe going back with just a touch of Romeo. Making sure it's all blended to my heart's content. I'm going to go ahead and use the Colourpop Charmer Liner, throw on the Makeup Geek Extension Effect Mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for blush today, I'm going to go into the Kosas 8th Muse blush, and I think I'm just going to mix the 2 shades together, just to get like a nice in-between shade. Just add that on. Just blend it in. For a highlighter, I'm going to use the About Face Light Lock Fluid Highlighter in the shade Fight or Flight. Just add a little tip on my cheekbones, a little on my nose. That's about it. I feel like a little goes a long way with this highlight for sure. Alright, last but not least for lips, just to complete this little full pink moment, I'm going to go into the Lisa Eldridge lipstick in the shade Velvet Beauty. Alright y'all, so this is the first look complete of my favorite cool tone makeup products, and I love how it turned out. Obviously, this one's all about the pink, the cream cheeks, the matte lip. I don't know why, it's just giving me such a like mature pop of pink moment, but I hope you like it. And now let's go ahead and jump on into the second look. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here called Passion, and I'm going to start that off in my outer V. Just lightly blending it, and then I'm also going to go ahead and bring that through my crease, kind of doing a little bit more of a round shape. And then I'm just gonna build that up quite a bit. So I'm starting off using that on a big fluffy blending brush, but I think I'm gonna switch to something a little bit more precise in just a moment. So I'm grabbing Passion on a little pencil brush, and I'm just really bringing that right through my crease just to get the most pigmentation possible out of it. I want to do a little bit more of like a grungy smoky lid, so I want my crease to be just as dark and to match the same vibes. Then also just bringing that shade along the entire lower lash line. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into the black shade Boaz, and I'm going to use that on my outer V just to add some depth, and then kind of bringing that through my crease with the pencil brush as well. I feel like I've shown a lot of like simple, softer smoky eyes with this palette, so today I just want to like go all in. I'm just gonna go with my previous brush and blend over the top right there. And then I'm gonna go into just a touch more of Boaz on the outer V, just to keep it as pigmented as possible. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and take this smoky olive right here called Deanna, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start placing that along the lid. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my entire lid with that shade actually. Just going all in. I'm kind of bringing that up and through the crease as well. As you can see, I definitely got a bit of fallout. I was being kind of messy, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take my powder brush and dust that away. So now I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of this silver right here called Albert, and I'm gonna pop that along the lower lash line. Just for a little extra pop of something. Definitely adds to the grungy vibe. And last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade John, and I'm gonna pop that on my inner corner. Alright, I'm gonna finish up this look with some black liner, some mascara, and I'll be right back. So the blush I'm going to use today is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Luminous Flush. Just a really pretty, soft, light pink, satiny kind of shade. I'm going to go ahead and throw that on the tops of my cheekbones. Gives like such a natural flush to my skin. And then I'm going to go into the Sydney Grace Pink Lightning Highlighter. Just going to grab a little bit of that and put that right at the tops of my cheekbones. It's so intense. I just kind of add it where I need it, and then I'll blend it out. For lips, I'm going to go into the Fenty Beauty Gloss in the shade Sweet Mouth. Alright y'all, so this is the second look finish. Definitely more of like just a classic kind of grungy, smoky eye, using all my cool tone favorites. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do this same concept with the warm tone favorites that I talked about in the original video, and I can definitely do that for y'all. Just kind of revisit some makeup that's not super new and just try and keep the balance going. So that's basically everything for today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.